Hey Max Impactors, I'm in the kitchen today and I'm going to show you one of my favorite recipes. Sausage, cabbage, and potatoes in a cast iron pan. I really love this recipe because it's so simple to make. So stay tuned and I'll show you how it's done. First we're going to turn it on to medium heat and add a couple tablespoons of olive oil to the pan. Then we're going to add 2 pounds of sausage. Now if you're going to do this as a whole 30 or paleo diet, make sure that you use the right type of sausage for the recipe. But I've used the ring sausage before, I've used sausage links, and I've also used even sausage patties. Any of those will work out really great. But we're going to put them in the pan and we're going to brown them. While that's cooking, I'm going to quarter the potatoes. So you can either just cut them like this, and then we want kind of large chunks, so we can cut them in half. If it's a bigger potato, like this one here, sometimes I'll cut it in thirds. So you just go like this, cut it here, cut it in half, and then I take this half and cut it in thirds, just so I have good sized chunks. I flip this sausage on both sides and now it's done, so I'm going to take it and put it on a plate to the side. Now you could cook this in with the cabbage and the potatoes, but in my case I know this pan is usually not big enough. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of onion or shallots. In this case it's going to be 3 shallots. If you're doing onions, I do about a half onion. And then we're just going to mix these up. Now it looks a little dry. Sometimes you get a lot of oil from the actual sausage, but since we didn't get that, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. And then what I do is I add in my potatoes. We're going to lightly cook these potatoes before we throw the cabbage in. There you go. Maybe add a little bit more oil if you want. Now I'm going to bring you over here. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the actual cabbage. So we got the cabbage here. I'm going to bring you up a little bit so you can see it pretty well. There you go. And we're going to cut this into little slices. So the way I do it is I usually cut down the center, and we're not going to cut the core out because that's what's going to hold everything together for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, and then I can cut a slice here, and then I usually cut this one in half. So I have a bunch of thin slices. Okay, and that's about right. The wedges are done, so now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to lay the wedges out in the pan, just like this. Oh, by the way, I usually layer this with salt too, so I usually throw some salt on the potatoes first, and then I come in here and I add the cabbage. These are in thin wedges. Like this, and on there. See if I can squeeze all these in. That's very nice. Then I take a little bit of more salt here, and you're going to see what happens with this. The reason why I'm layering on the salt is now I have a half a cup of water. You kind of pour that on. Now the sausage, cooking the sausage, the onions, and putting the water in there is what's going to make our broth. Then I lock this down. Now the important part is that it's going to steam, and I'm going to bring the temperature down to a simmer now. It's going to steam up, and then the steam's going to settle on the lid and then go back down, which is going to kind of mix the salt in there and layer the salt into our meal. Alright, well I'm going to keep this on here for about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to show you when it's done. Alright, we're down to the last 5 minutes of our 45-minute cook, and I like to just add, if you didn't already take it out, I like to add the sausage at the end just to warm it back up, and then you close it back up. And this will be done when the cabbage is wilted but not mushy, and the potatoes are fork tender. That is one of my favorite recipes. Now if you want to, just like down below. Don't forget to hit that little subscribe button so you can get more great videos from me, and also share with your friends. If you also look down below in the description, I have a link to my Amazon page, which will have a lot of the cast iron pan that you see in this video, and it also has a lot of the cookbooks that are the inspiration for a lot of my recipes, which are mainly paleo and Whole40 books. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.